So I have a few more minutes before I have to go pick up my son, so I thought I would do a quick Tarot of the Abyss review, since I just finished filming the last video. So this is Tarot of the Abyss by Anatorian. I'm sure that there are plenty of reviews on this deck and plenty of flip-throughs, but I've been using it a lot lately, so I just thought that I would just do a super quick review. So this deck, really great tuck box by US Games, good guidebook. I have not honestly read the entire guidebook, but I not only does she do a good job of explaining kind of traditional meanings, in my opinion, there's also kind of a new take on those traditional meanings or a new way into them. And so whether you're new to reading or you're a more experienced reader, I think that this deck has a lot to offer. Here's the backing. The cardstock is holding up really well for me, and I am very hard on my decks. They are black and white sort of ink drawings, I think. I don't really know that much about art, to be honest. I think I'm a little close to the camera. The art did not speak to me through the internet. So when I looked at pictures or videos of this deck, when I first considered buying it, I almost didn't. I'm working with some funky light here. There we go. I almost didn't because the artwork did not really speak to me through a camera. However, based on the reviews of some trusted fellow readers, I decided to give this deck a chance because I was looking for another very easy, very intuitive deck that would not require a lot of study to get to know, specifically for reading with other people. That was my intention with this deck. And I gotta say, it does all of those things exactly as I was hoping. I could read with this deck right out of the box. It reads very intuitively for me. One of the ways that I read tarot is I will look at a card and in one reading, let's say the star, I'll look at the star in one reading and it will feel a certain way. Like maybe she feels stuck in one reading and she's really reaching for the star, and why can't she reach for it? And then in the next reading, I'll look at it and the same card will feel, will feel completely different. This deck really allows that aspect of the way I read to really shine. So not only can I look at each card, like here's the Lovers, and see the traditional meaning very easily and read the traditional meaning very easily, my intuition also picks up on feelings and all kinds of other things with this artwork. So I have been very, very happy with this deck. Since bringing it into my collection, this is the Justice card. When I read for other people, I have read for other people almost exclusively with this deck because it has worked so well for reading for other people. Like, it's chatty and social, like it wants to be reading with other people. It's easy to read, it's intuitive to read, it can be surface level or deep, it can bring all kinds of layers to a reading. It really, really is a very, in my opinion, very easy reader, very easy to connect with, and very easy to read right out of the box without a lot of time getting to know it. But you do still have kind of these slightly different takes. So here, this is the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, so you can see this is a little bit different Ten of Pentacles, but you definitely still get the feeling here. You still get the traditional meaning. The court cards are done a little differently. So you do want to look for read through the court cards if that's important to you. They kind of have like a story attached, page through king. She's kind of attached a story to each suit, each of the courts, the suit, right? So like the suit, excuse me. The Swords court cards, there's a story from page to king. Same with the Pentacles, same with Cups, etc. And I have found that it brings an interesting new layer into readings. And it can, I think, first of all, it is possible to ignore that and read the court cards as you normally would, or to bring that in if you want to. So whether if that clarifies court cards and makes it easier for you to read, bring it in. If it doesn't, you don't have to. It's not absolutely necessary in order to be able to understand the imagery. So that's kind of the deck itself. I found it to be holding up well, easy reader, easy to read out of the box. I think it is appropriate for beginners or for more experienced readers. One of the decks I have been pairing it with the most is the Shamanic Healing Oracle and the, what is this one? Sacred Rebels by Alana Fairchild. I have found these decks work really nicely together. So the Shamanic Healing Oracle, this is a deck that I purchased and then I didn't really use a lot, to be totally honest. Like, I like the deck. I don't mind the card stock. I didn't really use it that much until I got the Tarot of the Abyss. And for some reason, well, there we go. These decks, it's really hard to see on camera, especially because this is so shiny. These decks just really speak well to each other for me. So this is the Death card. This is the Two of Cups. They're both sort of have a lot of the like individual line work in them. But there's more color in this, but not so much color that it overwhelms the lack of color here. Anyway, I just think these decks pair really well together, and I've gotten this has been a really, really solid clarifier for Tarot of the Abyss. So that is the Shamanic Healing Oracle cards. To be honest, it's like one of the only tarot decks that I pair with this. I was almost ready to gift this, actually, to move this out of my collection until I purchased Tarot of the Abyss and I started using them together. And then it really lined up for me. And then the other one is, like I said, Sacred Rebels by Alana Fairchild. This deck is new to my collection as of this fall, and I have used it a lot. It pairs well with almost every deck I put it next to, but it also pairs well with Tarot of the Abyss. So here we have Awakening, which is Judgment, and After the Storm. Okay, like, just look, like, I just randomly pulled these two cards and, like, look at all the messages there and all the layers and all the clarity we can really get. So I've really, really enjoyed these two decks. We've got Five of Wands with Every Journey Begins with a Single Step. So I just find these two decks have also paired beautifully together. As far as other tarot decks, pairing Tarot of the Abyss with other tarot decks, I haven't, to be honest, found another tarot deck that I love it with. So I'm still looking for its, like, perfect match in the tarot world. However, I do like it with the Darkness of Light tarot, but honestly, my Darkness of Light tarot pairs with just about everybody. I did a sample reading of that in my last video with Tarot of the Abyss and the Darkness of Light. And then there was another, the Light Seers tarot. I also have found pairs fairly well with it. I find the color difference to be a teensy bit overwhelming, but I do find that these two decks actually read very nicely together in a reading. So I have really enjoyed this combination as well. So for deck combinations, I have found the Shamanic Healing Oracle, so the Shamanic Healing Oracle cards, and Sacred Rebels by Alana Fairchild to be two really great oracle combinations with it. And then, like I said, the Light Seers Tarot and Darkness of Light Tarot have been the two that I have paired it with as far as tarot decks, but I'm still trying to find its perfect pair. It does also pair with the Spirit Keepers Tarot when I feel the need to put those two together, which is a little bit rare, but they do go well together. So that's kind of my, like, super quick review of Tarot of the Abyss. I am super happy with it. I'm very glad that I purchased it. I think that if you are on the fence, you should definitely give it a try. The retail price, I think, is listed. Is it not listed on here? I can't remember what I purchased it for. I purchased just on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description below. But I have been very, very happy with the deck. I'm very glad that I purchased it. And it, like I said, I can't really say enough good things about it because it is easy reader. It is interesting enough to keep the attention of an experienced reader, but easy enough to read for a beginner as well. I think it's a very versatile deck, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I think Tarot of the Abyss is extremely versatile, and it's definitely, like, up there in, like, my top 10 tarot decks. I'm not sure it's in my top 5 if I'm being totally honest, but it's definitely up there in my top 10. I am very glad that I have it. So if you're on the fence, I say give it a try. But I hope that you found this interesting, and that's just, like, I'm going to keep this video short. That's my short review of Tarot of the Abyss, and I will see you in the next video.